Are you having more fun doing this, or did you have more fun, fucking just being a cop, an everyday cop?
Well, I was never an everyday cop. I did some special things in the job. I
Well,
don't know.
yeah,
You know
I
my
Yeah, he
don't
was
want,
a
history.
I
horse.
do.
He
I
was in
don't
the
want to.
Yeah,
equestrian
yeah,
unit.
yeah, Rico. Okay,
I
yeah, you know
didn't
what the
want to
fuck you're
release
talking
any of
about.
that. I didn't want to release any of that.
He was in the
You can, you
equestrian
can,
unit.
you can, Rico. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
He used to
Yeah,
put a little
okay, yes,
helmet on. He'd do
yeah,
galloping.
yeah.
I go out to
Jerry,
Clove Lakes
Jerry, I
Park
did
and
almost
do.
30 years in the. I did almost 30 years in the job. This guy's talking about a 2 or 3 year sprint.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, being a cop was way different. Is this more fun? Yes, of course it's more fun. But because I'm not fighting for my life every day. This
Yeah.
is more fun. I see a lot of things. I go a lot of places I would never go before. And I'm right on the front line of seeing all this Barstool shit that I would never have seen before. Of course I have more fun doing this.
I think there's a little bit of a people might look at this and because we see it now with Vegas, where this kid's girlfriend or the situationship he comes in, and it's like the goal there is to get onto Barstool. You know what I'm saying? These people want to get in the mix. I could see how some people would look at you and be like, oh, well, these guys wanted to get into content. You make it very clear. You took this job. Did you expect to get into content like this? Because that wasn't your goal, right?
Absolutely not. But the problem is, when you're doing security for this company, you are in the mix of everything and the cameras are everywhere. So as soon as something happens, you get involved, you take action, you do anything. I'm with Dave all the time. The cameras are all over him. It's unavoidable.
Do you think there's going to be any type of real altercations or no?
Well, they did the live show. We were ready for something. God forbid something happened. We knew Rome was going to stir the pot. We figured if he pulled the right string, something could pop off.
Yeah.
So of course we were ready for that. I still got two guys up there. It's nothing from nothing. The kid's calm, and
Okay,
Nicky Smokes didn't come at him like I thought he might, which is good. So yeah, it worked out good.
What would this show look like in I think you're 65, so I have to go back.
Yeah, okay.
1990.
Listen. I'm older than you, and you look older than me. So figure that one out. All right. However old you are, those are rough fucking years.
Jerry,
you had a rough 30 fucking years. However old you are.
Jerry, he's cranky, dude. He needs a nap and a bomb.
He needs a nap.
I'm irritable.
He's cranky.
You gotta be eating good though, Mike. Right? You're eating good out there, right?
Yeah, I mean Vegas has everything to offer. They take care of us, but lack of sleep. You get on edge, and I got fucking Rico telling me I'm older than. How old are you, Rico? 40?
38.
38. All right, so quiet. 38. That's a rough 38.
All right,
more like 58.
Anyway,
fucking guy.
Anyway, if you guys were boring, not Staten Island security guys, I don't think it'd be as fun. I could also see some security companies not being cool with the cameras, if that makes sense. You've been around it, you're true cops, you get it, whatever. But how would you rank your crew of wackos? Because they've all, in terms of quirkiness, or, we say the mutants at Table 9, you got Pat, you, Dan, I wrote down Woody if he's still on the roster, Rob, Jose, and then who'd you say, Jordan?
Jordan, yeah.
And yourself, obviously. So where in terms of quirkiest, wackiest?
I got a bunch of other guys, but, I stick to that travel team,
Yeah. So who's the wackiest?
Who's the whack? Danny.
Yeah, Danny for sure.
Absolutely. Danny's come on. Who's the wackiest? Do you even have to ask that question?
The clip.
I would say the most is Jordan one of the more reserved guys, you'd say?
Yeah, Jordan's all business, does his job.
Yeah.
And he stays out of the mix. And he does what he's asked of, and he's fucking awesome. I love him for that.
Yeah, Jordan's great.
I like Rob too. Obviously,
Rob's funny,
Pat's
man. I like
quirky.
Rob.
You're quirky.
So you realize that everybody that I have, we were all coworkers. Everybody at one time or another worked together. I worked, in units with these guys, and we all worked together. So when I brought these guys in, I'm only bringing in guys that I know I could trust.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a million people that know me that ask me, for a job. And I'm very particular on who I want to bring in here because I know the company Barstool is, and I know who would be a fit and who wouldn't be a fit. You have to be a certain type of guy to do, to work for this company. You have to be able to be up all night, pivot on a dime, nothing goes as planned. You have to, a million different personalities, a million different things going on. So I know my guys, and I know, me and Pat run a good ship. You know?
Yeah. And that's a tough gig for those guys. Like you said, travel, hours, like drop of a dime. And also, from what I'm told, I'm not going to say who, but Barstool pays you, each guy per hour, $15 an hour. You only give them 10. So you're cleaning up on the back end. You're taking a little Mikey Skims. Mikey Skims off the top.
Why are you always looking at my wallet? Look at your fucking wallet. What are you worried about that for?
I'm just breaking balls, dude.
Do I gotta fucking get into you when it's contract time? You full
Oh
shit.
God,
This guy, Jerry, why are you look at a guy, he's vulnerable right now. You should be leaning on him.
Yeah, but Mike's my guy.
He is my guy, but that's why we do it, Mike. I love you. Take it easy, buddy. Take it easy.
I don't like anybody watching my wallet.
It's not watching. It's a ridiculous joke. Relax, you psychopath.
You're saying I'm skimming?
Yeah, Mikey Skims, they call him.
You gotta skim a little bit.
always. You gotta.
What are we doing here?
You're skimming. You're skimming the third, I'm told.
We'll talk about it later.
I was totally joking. What are some of the crazy arrest stories you've had that you could tell, I guess? Or
I'm retired. I could tell any story I want. You know? Doesn't matter to me. Listen, the last 9 years of my career, we worked in the gang squad.
Mm-hmm.
And we took down a lot of crews. We had a lot of good cases. We took down like some of the biggest drug dealers, gang members, citywide. I mean, we had some historical cases that were, newsworthy in the newspapers. And we did a lot of great things, a lot of dangerous shit. That's why when you said you have more fun doing this, I have more fun doing this because we were risking our lives. We were banging doors. We were doing search warrants. We were, our unit was a dangerous unit. It was hands-on. It was no bullshitting around. You guys watch these TV shows like The Wire and everything. That was our life. That was our real life.
Yeah,
we did a lot of good things. That was, I showed Jerry a couple of videos that I have on my phone. There's, a lot of good things were done, and we had a good crew. It was dangerous, but we had each other's back, and we got a lot of good shit done.
Let me ask you this, Mike. Okay, now you got the whole Barstool gig with Dave, and you're traveling a lot. What if you can go back and from the beginning be with Barstool? Would you have done it?
Wait, say that again.
Like let's say you weren't a cop, right? Right now, your experience with Barstool and whatnot, traveling with Dave and whatnot, would you just do that from the jump years and years and years ago?
Like try to get a job at Barstool in a non-security capacity?
No, in a security capacity, I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, of course I would have. Yeah. Jerry, listen, it's been unbelievable. It's great.
Yeah.
First of all, Dave is great. Dave takes care of us. He does the right thing all the time. He gives us, all these opportunities that we would have never had before. Last night, I'm in the Super Bowl in a private box. Last night, we're at the Las Vegas Golden Knights playoff game in a private suite.
Yeah.
I get to benefit all, from that, for working for this company because there's so many things that get done. It's top notch.
It is
email
crazy.
The Knights that you didn't get a jersey? You were complaining? I got a guy who works in the complaint department over there. He said
do you think people really believe your bullshit?
Yeah, it's just a lot of bullshit, Mike, on this show. A lot of bullshit,
Bro,
Mike.
He forgets. Look,
do you know how this show works? He comes on for 12 minutes. It's a ball-breaking show. All of a sudden, you're a fucking whiny bitch. Go back to bed and cry if you want to fucking whine.
Rico is so used to being able to bully people, but then he gets another guy from Staten Island, the same thing, and he can't fucking faze me. This is child's play.
It's a ball-breaking show.
You can never bait me. You cannot bait me.
I know. You've been through too much.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I was pissed that I didn't get my jersey. Yep. I wanted security Mike. I wanted security Mike in the back of a Golden Knights fucking jersey. That's what I want. I'm a Ranger fan.
All right, you did bring that up. I did have this written down. So you talk about your gang unit and bringing down criminals who murder and disrupt people's lives and are awful and should be off the streets. How irritated do you get or how sick do you get that the documentaries that have been made or, the stories, the books, the podcast interviews that get more of the headlines are not your gang, it's the dirty cops? You get what I'm saying? Like
Because that's what the general public wants to see.
Right.
The media doesn't want to put the cops in a good light. They want to put the cops in a bad light because that's what gets click. I guess clicks is the word, or views. That's what they want. They never want to make the cops look good. I always said that. If they would have documented everything that we do that's good, it would so far overshadow the couple of bad apples.
Yeah.
That's not the narrative. That's not the narrative they want to push. You know what I'm saying? You know how that goes. One little incident that somebody fucks up gets all the attention, but cops do a million good things. Take care of every neighborhood. They do what they have to do every day. No one cares about that because that's not the narrative that they want.
Yeah, like I wrote down, that 7-5 documentary, which it's very hard to watch because the whole
that's
time.
The exception. That's the exception.
No, but I'm saying the whole time you're watching that, you're like, this guy's a fucking prick, but he has that charismatic thing on the camera that makes it a good documentary. So they know this story is going to sell. It's a good documentary, but we shouldn't be rewarding that. Like we should be rewarding the guys who did 35 years, do stuff in the community. So it's conflicted. I get it.
Yeah, but think about it. The people who watch that show, there's two people that watch that show. There's cops that watch that show, and there's the regular public that watches that show. You cannot tell me the general public, they love Michael Dowd. They love that story.
Yeah.
They want to hear it. They're like, this guy was unbelievable. But the cops, they say, this is what makes us look bad. But a regular person watching that show, come on, that's entertaining shit. They love that.
Yeah, I mean, my father worked on Wall Street for 35 years. There were so many guys that were giving. You could leave thousands of dollars in the desk. Trust everybody. What do they make the movie on? Jordan Belfort.
Like the Wolf of Wall Street. They want the one.
It's a problem. It's a problem as us. Like, we can. Are we at fault for consuming that stuff, rewarding that stuff? But it's a tale as old as time. So I don't know what the fix is, but I just wanted it out there.
It's all about the money, Rico. It's all about the money. Whatever gets views, whatever people want to watch is what they're going to put out there, and it's fucking everything up.
Mike, I got a question for you. When you walk into a room now, like in a security capacity at Barstool, what are the things that you're like first clocking that the normal person probably wouldn't, that like makes you good at your job? Is it like finding emergency exits, looking at everyone's pockets, see if someone's carrying something? Like, what are the first couple things you do in a minute of walking into an area that you think like makes you good at what you do?
Okay, so anywhere we go, any venue, anywhere we go, I've already visited it prior. So I'm very, very rarely, unless there's no way around it, going into a venue that I haven't already visited and spoke to the people who are running the place, got my entry, got my exit, found out where we're going to be, see if it's going to be in a good spot that's going to be able for me to control it. So a lot of times I'll go to a venue and I'll have to move where they have us because it's not a good spot. They don't know, they don't care, but they put us in a spot where I know the talent that's coming and I know what's going to happen. And I say, okay, for this type of talent, this is fine. But for this type of talent, this spot is not going to be good because of X, Y, and Z.
You do that everywhere? I'm sorry. You went to the Vegas sweep the day of before?
We did a walk around of Vegas prior. We came the day before.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we always do that. So anytime Barstool Town does a show, the Chicks, Chicken Fry, anywhere we go with them, we do preliminary visits.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow.
Always.
Holy shit.
And do you have to like establish a relationship or rapport with like the security there? Like I saw the clip of Smelly diving into the crowd, and there's a clip that was like Mike is talking to their security to make sure she doesn't get kicked out. Is that a big key thing too? Like you got to make sure you guys have a level of respect.
Thank God I did my preliminaries, because if I didn't, those guys would have tossed her. So what happened was I kind of had a rapport with them prior, obviously. So when that happened, the guy was kind of like felt uncomfortable throwing her out because I had already established a rapport with him. So that's why there's a lot of things that you do that try to foresee something that's going to happen, and then you have a way of working around it. Like they were like, two guys came over and they were like, she's out. They didn't want to hear shit. So I was like, everybody calm down a second, because I had to get the people that I had to get my guys that I knew over there. It took a minute, but then once they came, they overruled those two guys that just saw what happened at the tail end of it. But they didn't really know that the other guys were going to be able to overrule them.
You're not dealing with peons. You're dealing with top guys.
No.
Yeah,
I like to go who's running the place, because when I need something, I like to be able to go to people who are in charge and not go up the ladder. It takes too much time.
You got anybody in Vegas right now? Like anything happen as far as like other like fans or anybody trying to fuck with the cast or anything like that yet, or no?
Jerry, we almost had a brawl the other night.
Really? Where?
in Marquee with Manziel's crew.
Oh, I didn't know that. Holy shit.
We had a booth, right? We had a booth, and the booth in front of us was empty all night. But about like 1 a.m., here comes Johnny Manziel and his fucking crew, and the girls got into it with the girls, and Kadik got into it, and Kadik wanted to fucking kill everybody, and he's like, security Mike is not going to stop me if I want to go over the top. And so I go, who the fuck is stopping Mike Kadik? And nobody's stopping Mike Kadik from fucking doing, I was there to manage it. I was able to, corral him in, but yeah, we almost got into it.
Wow, I didn't know that.
In the Marquee, yeah, it got a little testy there for a minute.
Wow, shit.
What? Where does that rank all time on your craziest moments in the run?
He's asking this because of the Nadu thing.
That's what I'm asking. Is that the top? Where's that at?
Listen, Nadu, Bosco is an all-time situation that needs security. I'm looking forward to the show because this is like, you're keeping me employed. I actually might be able to renegotiate and up the skim.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I might be able to up my skim because I might be like, Dave, listen, what are we doing here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Damn right.
So yeah. There's a lot of things have happened, over the years through our shows. I had to cancel one of Brianna's shows like 5 minutes before because there was a shooting right where we were. Before she was supposed to go out. Someone got shot. So we had to call the show off. Anything can happen. 99% of the time, it's smooth sailing. But the reason why we're there is for the 1% of the time where something goes sideways.
Exactly, Mike.
We need to be there. Listen, a lot of people say, nothing's going to happen. But the reason why we're there is so the personnel of Barstool don't have to react. We are there to react.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah. There's also ins and outs. I mean, you got to they got to go from a live show to get on a plane, to go back to stream and certain things, like you're moving quick.
There's so many logistics behind that people don't realize. And we always take care of everybody from Dave all the way down to like the cameraman. We try to facilitate making everyone's life easier. You know what I mean?
You guys do a great job of that.
We do a lot. We don't try to, we don't pick and choose who we we take care of. We try to take care of everyone who has the Barstool,
Oh yeah. No, it's true. It's true. As far as like even little shit, like getting people from the airport, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bringing somebody to get food in the middle of the night, you know what I mean? You guys are awesome. You guys do a great job.
A lot of times, how many times I got a call 4 a.m. on a road trip and a bunch of guys are stuck in some small town in Iowa with no Uber service and they're like 30 minutes away and they're like, bro, we're stranded. We take care of everybody. Listen, exactly. It's a family. It's a family.
It is. We love it.